been trying to ring DFAT all day and try and organise some sort of help with my airfare. And I eventually got onto the emergency helpline and rang the emergency overseas helpline for DFAT in Australia, and eventually got onto a lady and told her my issues. And the first question she asked me was, why am I in China? The second question was, why didn't I get on one of those evacuation flights? And I said to her, well, you can answer that question, I can't answer that question. I said, I know that they offered me a seat on the third evacuation flight, however by that time it was too late to get on one, and I physically couldn't get there. Then she queried my story and asked me what I wanted, and I said I'd just like a little bit of assistance to try and access my superannuation in Australia, because I don't fall into the jurisdiction and category to access my super, so therefore I can't get the funds to get home, and I'd just like you guys to see if you can help me out and get access to it. Well, we can't do that, she said. She said, that's not our thing. And I'm like, okay. And then she kept querying me about my story, and she didn't actually believe that I was here. Then she took my date of birth and entered it in the computer and still questioned me, and then told me that she was going to ring the Shanghai consulate and verify my story. I've contacted DFAT several times, told them the same story every time, and they're still querying my story. I told them that I've been here since before the lockdown, prior to this virus happening. I've been here for 4 months. That China's actually extended my visa to a point where I have to leave, and I said, and I physically need to get out of this country before I get in trouble, and she said there was nothing they could do for me. Unbelievable. I asked her why they call it the emergency overseas hotline if you can't help somebody in an emergency. I said, what's your actual role? Oh, well, we can't assist you, Tim. That's just the way it is. We can give you advice. I said, well, I've got all the advice I need, and I need to get out of here, and you guys sort of need to help me. It's as simple as that. You know, I contacted the DFAT in Australia a good 4 or 5 times now. I've told them the same story every time, and they're still querying me about my story. You think they'd have like a paper trail of my phone calls, or some sort of documentation about how many times I've rung and what I've talked about. However, it seems to fall on deaf ears every time. I was actually told that I was getting angry, and I said, no, I'm not getting angry. I'm speaking to you loud and clear so you understand my predicament. You'd have to understand that I'm getting a little bit frustrated because I've been here so long now and I'm still not getting any assistance whatsoever. She suggested to me that I borrow money off family and friends to get home. I said, oh, that's not doable, sorry. I just can't organise that. Then she suggested I sell my assets to get home. I said, how am I supposed to sell my assets if I'm in China? I said, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I said, why don't you guys just help me out, and when I get home, I'll be able to sort it back out. Like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Aren't you supposed to like help me? So she says to me, well, I'm in Canberra, there's not much I can do for you here. And I said, no, but can't you at least pass it on to the Minister for Centrelink or something, and ask them if I can possibly access my super so I can, I mean, I am an Australian citizen, and everybody else seems to be accessing their super, but just because I'm in China, I'm not allowed to have any help. Well, I think I should be getting a little bit more help because I am in China, and I probably need my super a little bit more than a lot of people actually need at the moment. And yeah, if I overstay my visa, I'm in a lot more trouble than I even could imagine. So, you know, what are you going to do if I get locked up? And then she went quiet. And she goes, well, I'm going to ring the Shanghai embassy and verify your story. I said, yeah, do it. I said, ring them up. I said, tell them the name. Ask for this bloke. He's in charge. He'll know all about me, because I just got off the phone from him and he told me to ring you guys. And I said, and now you're telling me to ring them? So what, you just keep passing the buck around, and in the meantime, I'm still here, and I'm not getting any concrete answers. oh, you know, there's tens of thousands of people overseas stuck in the same situation as you. I said, I don't really care about tens of thousands of other people. I've been stuck in this situation before, you know, since I got here. I said there was no warnings, no travel site warnings. The government knew all about this. And I said, they didn't bother telling me, and I walked straight into Wuhan a week before it all got locked down. And I said, and you're telling me there's other people involved? I said, mate, I said, don't you really think you should sort of concentrate on the first people at least and get them sorted before you start helping the others that all left after the travel warnings were in place? Don't you think, you know, that sort of makes more sense? Just get here and Shong's dad goes, oh, can you give us a haircut? And I'm like, you really trust me, mate? Fine, all right. So he gives me the clippers. Try, what size do you want? He goes, oh, fuck, I don't know. I don't even understand him. So anyway, let's see what happens. On the bald patch cut. Turn your head, mister. Oh. So he's trying him and just goes, yeah, dude, just get the cut out. So I go to do the middle of his hair. He goes, no, man, not the middle, not the bald spot. What do you reckon about a mohawk? You want a mohawk, mate? Hey, this is like the quickest haircut I've ever done. You got like no hair, bro. Well, there you go. Sort of like a sheep with no hair. Isn't a bad razor for a China cheapie. Good old China. Oh, look, you're getting a bit of a flat top there happening, Muddy. Yeah, flat top. So we just leave a little pigtail at the front, you reckon? Well, lucky you better not let your son, you do this to your son, because he's like bald as you, bro. Oh, you're looking pretty stiff. You're looking the goods. I reckon I should give you a Dutton. You'd look good with a Dutton. You know what a Dutton is? He's our clown in our politics, mate. Give us a look at your beautiful face. Oh, awesome. Oh, this is fun. Can I do it shorter? Around your ears? Those little chin chong ears of yours? What's wrong? You got a dent in the back of your head. Did your dad drop you on your head or something, mate? Okay, hang on. No, don't move yet. I haven't finished yet. That's just the beginning, mate. So I'm having a fucking shit day. After my fucking run-in with DFAT, useless fucks, I get told I'm going to the old man's for dinner. I knew I was in for it. And he served me pig fat, crumbed, deep fried pig fat, with baby fucking bamboo shoots and a bit of rice. So I took one bite, realised what it was, really threw up, struggled to swallow it, and then had to graciously smile and say, oh thanks, that was lovely, but I'm not hungry. And so anyway, the missus is having a shower. So I thought I'd sneak off and go down the street and get some food. So let's see what I get. Anyway. Yeah, so it's one of those days. You never know what's going to happen when you wake up in the morning. But sometimes when you're hungry in this country, nothing helps. Nothing helps at all when you're used to Aussie food and you really want something to eat. Anyway, and to top it all off, I've actually got sore fucking throat here today. It's like it's swollen a bit. So I better not be bloody getting sick, because I really don't want to get sick. That'd really top it off, wouldn't it? Anyway, I suppose you haven't been stuck in ground zero without getting coronavirus and surviving. Anyway, I told the missus, Oh yeah, I got a bit of a sore throat today. She went, oh, you probably smoked too many cigarettes. Yeah, good excuse. So I think I better just go home and end up buying cake if anyone's interested. So that's about all I could find, unless it was duck heads or fucking noodles. I've eaten that many noodles here. And yeah, so maybe I'll just go home, go to bed and wake up tomorrow and go, oh look, it's a new day. Yoo-hoo. Wonder what's going to happen today. Anyway, take care folks. Sure life gets better tomorrow. It's always better tomorrow. See ya.